present to you Business 101. But first, let's meet the team. I'm Nur Ami. Here is Ivanova, Akmal, Faisal, and Leslie Rajahari. Introduction. We propose this program to focus on how to improve the unmastered attribute among students so that they can graduate successfully from soft skills to the hard skills. There are 7 career attributes highlighted by UTM, which are communication skill, thinking skill, scholarship, teamworking skill, adaptability, global citizen, enterprising skill, and lastly, leadership. Therefore, a survey was conducted among UTM students to identify 3 lowest graduate attributes that are rarely implemented in programs organized by UTM. Further analysis will be shown next.
There are few issues related to students' graduate attributes. Leadership. Students have a hard time to do the group project together due to the lack of leadership and teamworking. Communication skills. Low or weak effective communication between students. And lastly, entrepreneurship. Students are not really exposed to the entrepreneurial subjects because UTM is a technology or engineering school.
Introduction to Business 101. It is a one-day workshop that organized to emphasize basic knowledge in entrepreneurship among UTM students, which highlighting business fundamentals and how to become an entrepreneur. The objective of proposing this program is to improve UTM student enterprising skills, communication skills, and leadership skills. There are going to be 2 sessions. First session is lecture by Dr. Omar and second session is business group activity. During the lecture, Dr. Omar will share his journey on how he handled his business, teach students how to start business, and lastly, explain in detail on how to develop a business proposal. In group activity, the time allocated for the group activity is 120 minutes, where the students need to discuss in completing business proposal and do simple presentation. Where in the presentation there are 4 important content that must be highlighted.
There are several goals and objectives that we would to focus on. First, to train and prepare the participants the potential and identity that are needed in the market. Then, to stimulate the critical thinking and creativity among the participant through entrepreneurship activity. And lastly, to enhance team working culture among the participant for them to become successful.
Next, our program tentative arranged start by 9 and 30 minutes for registration and assembly, followed by 2-hour seminar by Dr. Umar Hayat, followed by project briefing before we rest until 2 p.m. and we restart the program by 2:15 with the proposal presentation by each group. Then, with the evaluation session and the prize giving ceremony before we end by 5 p.m.
Next we go to the program budget. The budget is summarized as follows. Program activity requires 780 ringgit, food 600 ringgit, event marketing 175 ringgit, and prizes and gifts 320 ringgit. The total budget needed to accomplish this event is 1,875 ringgit.
Moving on to monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring is about tracking the program's achievement of expected interim and final results along the way. We conduct a series of questionnaires through Google Form to the students, which provides us the solution on which attributes to be focused on in this program. Respondents of the Google Form mostly agreed that they lack in enterprising skills, leadership skills, and communication skills. Evaluation is about asking questions and finding out the aspect of a program's progress, achievement, and results. Moving on to evaluation, firstly, the enterprising skill. The key objective of this attribute is the acquisition of enterprising skills, development of entrepreneurial attitudes, and providing knowledge of the technical process of setting up a business. Evaluation question of these attributes is: what knowledge was learned by the participants, what skills were developed, how useful will these skills be in the future, and to what extent has the program led to business startup. And our evaluation method for enterprising skills is surveys of course graduates, observation of course delivery, focus groups of participants, and interviews with program deliverers. Next, for communication skills, the key objective of these skills is development of personal and social skills and encouragement of entrepreneurial attitudes and behavior by promoting an enterprising culture. Evaluation questions are: what has been the impact of the program and the benefits derived by participants, and what are the characteristics associated with entrepreneurial behavior. And finally, the evaluation method is surveys of course graduates, interview or questionnaires with course tutors and participants, communication between team members of new friends, and finally presentation with newly known team members. And finally, for leadership and teamwork skills, the key objective for these skills is improvement of leadership and teamwork skills and improve the ability of students to talk to strangers. The evaluation questions are: how appropriate are the skills which are delivered and how to apply the skills delivered in a real life situation. The evaluation method for these skills are surveys of course graduates, problem solving with team members, and discuss on the suitable business plan with team members.
Based on the survey, UTM students are lacking in these three attributes, which are leadership and teamworking, communication, and entrepreneurship skill. Leadership and teamworking skill can be developed by team activity in the program, where students need to work in team to produce their own business idea and proposal based on what they have learned. Since they are working with someone they might not know each other, they can improve their own communication skill and confident level when approaching and working with someone they never met before. Lastly, this program focuses on developing their own business with various kinds strategy and methods that involve critical thinking and taking opportunity available to develop their own entrepreneurship mindset.
Next, the conclusion. For the conclusion, it is highly expected that this program will be an effective medium for the participants to improve their personal traits related to UTM graduate attribute, and the target attribute is teamworking, communication skill, and entrepreneurship. Therefore, this program will be able to benefit to all for the future excellence of UTM graduates. And then, thank you.